Tidigare ikväll så landade en kapsel på jorden igen efter att ha varit ute i rymden sedan 2016 med uppgift att samla ihop rymdgrus från den jordnära asteroiden Bennu. Forskarna hoppas att proverna ska kunna ge svar på hur solsystemet föddes och varför jorden ser ut som den gör.
Tonight, a 4.5 billion-year-old cosmic rock about to land back on Earth. This spacecraft, as you see there, is carrying a sample of rocks and dust from an asteroid named Bennu. And it's entering Earth's atmosphere at a velocity of 36 times the speed of sound. The sample is going to land in this desolate section of the Utah desert. That's important because Bennu overall is an asteroid the size of the Empire State Building. And it has a real chance of smashing into Earth in 159 years. If that actually happens, it would hit Earth with the force of 22 atomic bombs. So NASA is hoping that this sample that they've obtained could help them figure out a way to prevent an impact and learn a lot more, obviously, about asteroids. Out front now, astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson. He is the head of the Hayden Planetarium, the host of Star Talk, and he just wrote his latest book, To Infinity and Beyond, A Journey of Cosmic Discovery. So, Neil, I relish all of our conversations. So you've got this asteroid, and, it's incredible. All the math of it. We get on there. You get a little piece of rock all by a robot, and they brought it home. So what can a scientist actually learn from this 4.5 billion-year-old rock that's about to land in Utah?
Well, what we don't know for sure, when you think we would, but we just don't, is what's the structural integrity of asteroids? Only recent decades, did we learn some of them might just be rubble piles gathered together that are masquerading as a solid object. Others are sort of loosely held together. This matters because if you want to deflect an asteroid that might be headed your way and you nudge one part of it, and it doesn't have the structural integrity to stay together, you can end up breaking off a piece and your mission would then fail. So by looking at what the material contents of Bennu is through this sample return, which by the way, we just have to just praise that this is working, okay?
Right.
I gotta say, we launched OSIRIS-REx, this mission, 7 years ago from a moving platform, Earth, intersected a moving target, Bennu, an asteroid. It did a touch and go, grabbed material, came back to Earth, deployed that capsule, and it keeps going, is going to visit more asteroids. And then people are saying, oh, I don't trust science. I mean, science this. It's like, do you know what we do? Do you have any idea?
I mean, it is pretty incredible. And then there's also the, oh my gosh, we can do that. And what a mess we make of so many much more simple things here at home, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if Bennu does hit Earth, and I know that obviously we can talk about odds, but if it were to, you talk about something 22 times, is that what I said? 22 times the size of, or 22 atomic bombs. Let me make sure I say it exactly correctly. What would something like that do to Earth?
Well, it's not an extinction level a hit. Well, if it hits a city, that's really bad. But we would have some good idea of that well in advance, right? By the way, as we get closer to 2182, these odds will improve in the sense that it'll either go to zero or go to certainty. It's not going to still dangle in is it or is it not? And so that's an important first point. So if we know that it's going to hit, then we got to know where it's going to hit. If it hits a city, it takes out the city completely. Mm-hmm. But most of Earth is not city, and most of land is not occupied. So my fear is that if it hits the ocean, then you got a tsunami that could take out an entire coastline, right? Wow. But otherwise, it would destroy a county's worth of land. That's about it.